Hey, welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering, um, what kind of car I drive, and I drive a Kia Soul. So, basically for the past week, I haven't had my car, because it was getting fixed, so I had the Sportage, as you probably, knew from my channel, watching it. So I have my car back. Got her back on Wednesday afternoon, so I also put my all-season tires on, but I guess tomorrow the weather isn't going to be that great, so I decided to make the video today. And since I heard it was going to be icing tomorrow, and I just felt like I probably wouldn't be going out tomorrow anyways, and I don't like the sign of this. There's a cop over there, so I'm trying to stay hidden from right now. So basically, since you've never seen my car, it looks like this. It's actually a 13-year model, and so it has a backup camera, and I'm trying not to show you my stickers because they're a little personal. So I just got the brakes pads fixed, and it's starting to rust a little bit again. I mean, I guess that's normal when you have a car that, when you live in a colder climate of New York, you get rust all the time. My car actually does come with a sunroof, but it has a moonroof deflector on, so when you open it, it doesn't make all that noise when you're driving down a highway. My car actually comes with cloth seats, but since I haven't had her in so long, I haven't actually had time to clean the inside, so don't really worry much about the mess, since I'm trying to decide where to take my car to get detailed inside, and I actually haven't decided where, and since a lot of places are expensive, I'm trying to keep my options open when I'm looking. So like maybe Delta Sonic or something that has maybe good deals there. And the back is also kind of messy too. I also have a lot of stuff underneath here. It comes with a storage bin, and Kia Souls don't really come with a spare, which is kind of sucks when it comes to when you're driving and all that. Basically, if you probably would notice is that I'm at Long Branch Park like it was a week ago, and I'm gonna like sit in my car because I'm a little scared about cops watching me and being like, what in the world is she doing? So I have cloth seats, and you can tell I have a sunroof. Basically this car I did not pay for. It was a gift from my parents when I was 19 at the time, and I just came back from living overseas. So for your parents to get you something like this big in a way was really like something special. Knowing that I didn't have to worry about paying for car insurance or anything that when it comes to owning a car. Only things I take care of is putting gas in it and basically getting the net services like the oil changes, and that's it. But I've had this car for about like 5 years now, and it's going to be 5 years on July 8th, which is basically the day my parents purchased the car, but they actually pre-ordered it, or they ordered it like months in advance before I actually came back. So they ordered it sometime in the spring of 2013, so probably around February, I think, because they actually had to order it from out of state since they didn't have this car on the lot where my parents were actually going to get it from. It was actually like somewhere in a different state. I don't know where, since they know where it was coming from. And basically my car was had 154 miles on it when I got it. But once I got to the States, which was I think July 7th, July 6th, this car came on the arrived in New York State around probably the beginning of July, so they could get it like spec'd and ready for when I came and got it on July 8th, so it wouldn't be like not ready. So they had to get it detailed, cleaned, make sure everything was gonna work for the day I would pick it up. So basically this car has been with me since 2013. I've done a lot of things to it. I drove to Texas in it with my mom. I did do one, I did add like a thing to it, but I added like those bright headlights, and it didn't turn out the way I planned. It actually burnt out my light when I was halfway to Texas, and that was actually in 2015. It was actually the beginning of 2000. It was actually still in 2014, but it was in the beginning of 2015. So I think it was 2015 we drove down to Texas from Louisiana. So my headlight burnt out on the way to Texas, and I barely had a front headlight, so I had to go get that fixed, which was actually no fun, because where I live is in the middle of nowhere, so I wanted to get bright headlights to put in my so I can actually see better out in the countryside. So, but once it burnt out, I actually had to put in the factory headlights back in, the ones that actually came with the car. So I was bummed about that, but I realized that it wasn't worth paying more money, or $1,000, because I got my headlight put in from a basically I think it's like a, wouldn't consider it like a backyard car shop. I think it's more like a privately owned car shop that people don't really know about exactly. So once they got my headlight fixed, it actually started water condensating inside, and it kept doing that for over like a couple years, and it kind of got really annoying after a while, but I really couldn't get that fixed. It was just something that happened, and I didn't want to get another car fixed because it would be very expensive, especially when it condensates. There's a lot of things that could go wrong when you get something that fixed dramatically, so decided to like leave it alone and like let it try to like see if it gets better on its own. So anyways, yeah, my car doesn't really have the same thing that the Sportage has. It didn't come with Apple. My car doesn't come with Apple CarPlay or navigation. I got I did get the Exclaim model, but I didn't get the navigation, and cause I just thought I wouldn't need it, especially Syracuse isn't that big. I mean, it is big, but it's not like I needed it tremendously to know where I was going. I mean, after a while, I kind of knew where I was going because Syracuse isn't tremendously big. I could get my way around pretty easy, so I was like, oh, I don't need a GPS. I can find my way around Syracuse that easy. I mean, the only places I was going to go to was the mall, store, and back home, but I wasn't like traveling long distance, so I didn't have to worry about finding my way around. But when I did start college in 2013, I figured, oh yeah, I probably need GPS, so we actually bought a portable one, but it kind of was always in the way on top of the dash, so I was like, I don't know. So anyways, I decided that the college I went to didn't work out, so I withdrew, and I decided, oh, I need to figure out what I want to do with my life, and I need to figure out what I want to study in college, and see where that was going to go in the future. So I was like, oh, maybe I need to take a couple years off to decide where in the world I'm going to be in the next 5-10 years from now. And 3 years from 2013 to 2015, I decided to go back to school and major in education, and then decide now I want to do a liberal arts, and but now I'm trying to decide what in the world I want to do now, because I'm in that same position I was 5 years ago, trying to decide what I wanted to do. So I'm kind of in that spot where I'm having a hard time trying to decide, because I'm 24 and I should know what I want to do by now, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life trying to realize that I'm not sure where I should be in career-wise or major-wise. So anyways, I been spending most of my time deciding, and what made me decide to start a YouTube channel was, it was just basically out of the blue. I kind of just wanted to start something that I actually really enjoy doing, I like cars a lot, and knowing that I grew up in a country which is in the Middle East, which is in Saudi Arabia, and I grew up where it's really rich, lots of very fancy cars, Lamborghinis, Mercedes cars, a lot of cars that are basically more than what I could afford. So a lot of people getting their car can't think of the word, not detailed, but try to get it, put those fancy tires on, those fancy rims on. And I was like, I thought that was pretty cool, and so I was like, I gotta do something about cars over there. But because girls couldn't do anything, I was like, I actually stopped my YouTube channel, and I actually planned on starting in 2009, but I realized I couldn't do anything since girls are very can't really do much. So I was like, I'll start it again when I'm old enough and I'm not in the Middle East. I can do whatever I want when I get back to the US. So I was like, maybe I'll just start it when I get back. I'll have more time, I'll have a car by then, and I'll be able to do what I want when I get back. That didn't happen until now. So fast forward 5 years, and that's in 2018, of course. So I didn't want to I actually wanted to start it couple years ago, but because I spent so much time with school and I didn't really have the time to do it. But now, since I'm about to graduate in December, I I'm trying to decide where I'm going to go in my life, either working in a dealership or working as a teaching assistant, no matter where I go. So I'm trying to decide where is best for me. So anyways, I basically started at the end of when I made this YouTube channel. I decided that because when you're living in New York State, there's a lot of girls who don't really know much about cars, which makes it very difficult for them when they're shopping for a car, or they're planning on getting a car but they're not totally sure what they want. It kind of puts them on a very difficult spot when it looking, and that could be more towards just shopping. And when they go shopping for a car, they always have questions. They always wonder if this car is going to work, or is it going to give me what I want, and is it going to last for the next 5 to 10 years of my life, and is it going to take me from point A to point B? Is it going to break down when in the 3rd or 4th year? But people don't know what cars have the best trade-in value, or what cars have the best reviews on Kelley Blue Book. And that's just, they don't know what in the world they're looking for when it's when they're looking. And a lot of times people go and they just purchase a car because they think, oh, this is the best car to buy. But when they figure that out, they realize, oh, maybe I made a mistake. I should have thought about researching it more. But when they do that, they put all this money down, and it kind of makes them very frustrated. They notice how I wasn't right. I was very wrong what I purchased in the beginning. So I'm trying to get girls advice on what cars work for them and what cars do not. So hopefully whatever car you guys purchase, do your research, and when you're looking, don't purchase right on the spot. Ask your sales guy all the questions before buying, because you want to make sure that the person you choose, your sales guy, knows a lot about the car you're looking at, and knows a lot about the features, what it offers, and all the stuff that comes with that car. And you ask, oh, do you know anyone who has this particular car? Do they say they like it? Do they say they don't? Or are previous customers who purchased this car, do they say they enjoy it, or does it give them everything they want in it? For me, I'm actually upgrading to a Subaru Forester I think in the fall of 2018, so I'm going to be looking at the 2019, since the 2018s are going to be a year older now, since, well, it's still 2018, but the 2018 Forester they say it's very outdated, so the 2019 will offer a lot to what I'm going to be looking for is Apple CarPlay, and basically the things I use it for. I mean, I need a lot of storage space, a lot of space in the back, because this is a car I'm going to be using for a long term in the future. My car right now, I mean, it's a good size, but it's getting to that point. Right now, I know this car is from my parents and all that, but I'm getting to that point where I need a bigger size car, and plus it's not, I'm in that location right now. I thought my car would be worth driving in the winter, but I've almost gone off the road in my area, so and I almost had a head-on collision about 2 years ago, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I mean, I hit ice, and I was driving down back roads, and I started freaking out, and I thought I was gonna hit someone, I was gonna end up in the trees, and I was gonna either die or be seriously hurt. But I didn't want to like die that day because I had so much to do. So I kind of figured from that day on, my next car would be a total all-wheel drive system that is safe and reliable and doesn't, I mean, all-wheel drives do have problems sometimes. They do have their ups and downs, and they do have, like, when it comes to driving it, you do slip and slide. That doesn't mean you don't slide all over the place. All-wheel drives do slip and slide no matter what. Even though if they're got the perfect all-wheel drive system, they will still slide, and they still will have, there are times when you're driving on ice or snow, they'll still have those kind of things like a front-wheel drive system would have. But anyways, I'm getting towards the end of my video, and I'm kind of glad to have my car back because I won't have to worry about another problem getting it fixed now. And plus my car is so dirty, I don't want to like show you everything, since I want to do that when it's completely clean inside, and it's no fun showing a dirty car. So hopefully my next video about my car will probably be when it's totally clean and not dirty inside and thinking it's disgusting and gross. I'm actually very good when I clean inside. I just don't want to make it look really, really dirty in my video, so I probably will be getting it cleaned out probably by next weekend, I think, depending on my schedule, because it's almost finals week, and so probably my next video will probably be in the next 2 weeks, I think, or depending on when I have enough time to make my next video. And hopefully I'll have a little bit more luck with my in the next few weeks, when my schedule is good. So probably when I finish with my spring semester, I'll probably be making more videos in the next coming weeks. So depending on my next video, hopefully I'll be making it next week or 2 weeks from now. So once this video is done, please subscribe to my channel and also press the notification bell so you can get notifications when the video starts, and so you can watch my video. And also follow me on Instagram and Facebook on Girls Left for Cars. So hopefully to see you soon. Bye.